Hey. Nice. Everybody's here. Thank God. Thank God, guys. Thank God. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Hi, guys. What's up? How you guys doing? So, I actually posted on my Instagram. I'm actually gonna be going live with educational services. Harvest with educational services. So, I'm actually gonna be coming live with Mrs. Pell today. Let me see if she's here. Let me see if I can add her. Okay. So let's just get right into it, guys. There's no time. I came late, like you. I'm like, this is so much. So, guys, hey, hello, auntie.
Hello.
Hey, hello. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm good. How are you? I can hear you.
Fine, thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. I'm happy you are here. So, guys, I tried to tell you guys like I'll actually be going live with Harvest with educational services. Yeah. So they're the one that actually opened my admission to Canada, processing and everything, visa, school, finding of schools and everything. So if you guys have any question regarding this, please just drop your question down. Okay. I'll just try and pin this down. Drop your questions. Down. Drop your questions about admissions. I know. About admissions. Guys, let's be direct about the question. Just admissions and visa processing schools, okay? Because I don't want any other question that is not related to those. Okay, visa process. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just a second. Processing. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Pin. Why is it not coming? Okay. Yeah. So okay, I think the first question I tried going is like, what school accepted postgraduate? So I say, does it really matter what you finish with in school with, like when you finish in Nigeria university? Does it really matter when you're actually applying for a programming, maybe master or something? Does it really matter?
Yes.
Okay.
So it matters a whole lot what you finished with to be able to get admission and also visa. So some people may say, okay, because I got admission, they think they will get visa, but you can't guarantee that. Right now, Canada is also assessing your academic standing.
Okay.
And what we've noticed the last few since last year, there are the people who are getting visas are mostly people with 2-1s, first class.
Okay.
The very few 2-2s, very few, and most times the 2-2 would be because they studied abroad, like UK, US, Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. So I actually used to get this question regular, like what university do you think is like the cheapest when it comes to like masters or undergraduate or maybe just a PGD program, just a 1-year program that I feel is just advisable for people to just come and do in case they actually plan to get their PR. Like if it's like, oh, I'm coming to get my PR after a year in Canada. So which school are you recommending? And how many course program? Like some people you say you can go for a 2-year program. That 1-year program is not really visible. Like they may not give you maybe 2-year visa or something. So what do you think about that?
Okay, so what I know is that first and foremost, there's so many schools in Canada, and it's important that the one you decide to go to is one that has a DLI code, designated learning institution code, and that means that they are authorized by the government to be able to take in international students and all that. So you know that we have partner institutions, so I have to be careful not to some schools that we don't work with. But yeah, there may be some schools that are cheaper than our partner schools. But most question about how many courses. So for example, last year we had a student we sent, and the student she went in for a 1-year program.
1-year program
at University of Winnipeg. So they have this program called PACE programs. And the PACE programs are basically courses that teach you what you need to know on the job. So they prepare you to be able to get jobs, which is typically what colleges also do. But this is embedded in the University of Winnipeg. So the student went into a 1-year program and she got visa. So, even if you go in for a 1-year or a 2-year, the important thing is your academic standing, and also the packaging of your application. But it's true that if you go in for a 1-year program, you may just get a 1-year visa. But that's not a problem. Some years ago, we sent a student. She went in for a 1-year program, and because she wanted a 2-year or 3-year work visa, I mean, one or two or 3-year work visa. When she finished that 1-year program, she applied for another 1-year program. So that means 2-year program at the end of it. And she got the visa to be able to. And right now, I think she's processing her permanent residence.
Right now, so it doesn't really matter how many years you come for. Like you're still gonna get your.
So the documentation is right, but it's true that it may be better to aim for a 2-year program.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's case by case, really.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Someone asked.
And academic standing matters.
Really matters. Because that's actually for masters though. Because when we were talking about undergraduates, because I was like saying I don't really know if it depends on if you're actually going for a particular undergraduate program. Like if you're going for nursing or if you're going for like my program, I did hospitality management. So my WAEC result was not really like it was not something they were really, I don't know, because they find out, okay, I didn't tell you the part, like they gave me like 5,000 scholarship, like they gave me $5,000 scholarship there. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't remember saying that. So I don't know why they gave me, but when I asked them, they were like, oh, because my O-level results were very good. The West African result was very good. So in my head, I'm like, oh, but I didn't have chemistry in it. I had E8 in chemistry, so I don't know how come this was the test.
No, you don't need chemistry for hospitality. So you're going into like science program, like biology, all those chemistry, science, physics, all those science-related courses. Yeah, your science courses are important. But something like hospitality management, it could be like art. You could have like art-related courses and still get it.
Oh,
yeah. And it's good you got scholarship. The most important thing for undergraduate students is WAEC. WAEC is more acceptable worldwide because that's West Africa. NECO is just Nigeria.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why WAEC is very, very important. I keep getting that question, is NECO okay? Some schools, as of last year, stopped accepting NECO.
Wow, I didn't even know they accepted NECO at all. Like, I never knew NECO was actually among...
Yeah, some would say, okay, since you don't have WAEC, let's see how the NECO is. From last year, some specifically stopped taking NECO. And some may even take it, but they may make you do like a pre-university.
Oh, okay.
So they may not necessarily look at it like an O-level. But because WAEC is West African, so it's not just Nigeria, it's a couple of Ghana and a couple of other West African countries. They value it more, maybe WAEC is more important. And it's important you get good grades because we've seen students who get very good scholarships because of their WAEC results.
WAEC results.
So, yeah.
That's actually nice. Someone asked the question here. The person said, if you are like 35 to 37 years and want to study in Canada, what are the chances of study visa? The age. Does the age really matters?
Well, to a certain extent, it does. To a certain extent, it matters. It matters. But we've seen students. So, okay, let me go back again. To a certain extent, age matters. But at the same time, it matters. It depends on what you want to study. Are you going for an undergraduate program? Are you going for a postgraduate program or an MBA or a master's-related program?
Yeah.
So some years ago, we had a student who was like in his early 40s. And we got him admission for an MBA. And he got his visa.
Wow.
Well, that was the first case because nobody was trying to avoid the
Yeah.
But I guess his academic standing must have been really good for him to have been able to get it. But yes, it matters. But at the end of the day, it's still case by case.
By case.
So it's usually better that you don't have so much unexplainable gap.
Yeah. Because you have to explain what you've been doing from this year to this year. Yeah. Someone said picking an undergraduate degree seems better than PhD. Like, okay, so admission for masters and admission for postgraduates, and admission for undergraduates. Which one do you think is the fastest admission? Which one do you feel like is actually very easy? I think you can easily get admission for everything, but I feel which one do you feel like when you apply for visa, like the visa people who actually like, okay, you want to go for this, is easy process for you than other ones? Is it undergraduate?
Okay, so that's a good question, but I think the important angle to that is, what does the person really want?
Okay.
did you just finish secondary school and you want to go into university?
Okay.
Or are you someone who has already done an undergraduate degree and you want to go and do not undergraduate, or you want to go and do a master's, or you feel that, oh, maybe because you don't feel you can get into a master's, you want to do undergrad, or you feel you want to get more years to be in Canada, that was another undergraduate, you know. They see through all those things. And to be honest, unless your reason for doing that is genuine, the chances are really slim. So in the last year, we had a student who was already in her third year, first semester. Yeah. And we were able to help her transfer into one of our partner schools here. Someone who had already done an undergraduate, you don't want to go and do another undergraduate. You have to have a very strong reason plan explaining why you want to go and start over again, because they can see you've already done 4 years. So why don't you progress? Most of these countries, you know, we also do UK, US, Ireland. So for example, in the UK, they want to be progressive. And I believe Canada also, they like it to be progressive. So if you've already done an undergrad, go on to do a master's or a PGD. Okay. But now, let's get to the question, which I've not yet seen here. I'm not sure if it's among the other questions. This question of college and masters.
Okay. And university. Like, what's the difference? Yeah, people keep asking that one.
Yes. So now, the reason why some people do college as opposed to masters is, my first question to someone would be, why are you going for a master's? Do you want to go on to get a PhD? Because most of the masters are like research-based. Okay. And research-based means that they want to go on to do a PhD or they want to be in the academia and whatnot. But if you're doing a master's because you want to get better job opportunities, I would advise you to do postgraduate. Yeah. So because the reason why is because postgraduate programs are more hands-on. They teach you so that, you know, you have practical knowledge. I said that at the university that we work with, the way the courses are tailored are in line with what employers are looking for now,
in the field.
People they want to hire. So the best question in such situations is, do you want to remain in the academia? Are you trying to go on to a PhD? You know, and then maybe now it's true that the number of people getting visas for colleges have reduced. So some universities, like this one I mentioned earlier, they have those postgraduate programs that they offer. So at least you're going to the university and you're doing a program that will prepare you for the workplace.
That's good, because I used to get that question a lot about, so if I'm doing college, is it I'm going back, am I doing like a pre-university program or? No.
Yeah. So for example, colleges here, some of them are degree granting. So you can do a 4-year bachelor's degree. You can do,
Okay, they just name them college, like, because back on college, like, is it school? Or
I know, even some of their college is like high school here. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Some of their college are like high school, and it's still called college, but the difference is that, let's say it's like polytechnic. Because it's hands-on. It's more hands-on than university. University is more theory, you know, they just tell you everything. Okay, so for example, I've attended a college here. I also attended a university here. And so I was able to get in Canada. In Canada. So I was able to get the personal experience of the difference. So I first of all went to a college where I was supposed to get a bachelor's degree, but my parents were like, they don't like the whole college thing. It feels like it's not as prestigious as going to a university. And so they made me go to university. So I just did a 1 year there, and they made me go to university where I started again. And while at the university, I realized that, you know, I actually performed better while I was at the college.
Yeah, it's like,
because it's more hands-on, more practical, you know, the small class sizes, you know, the advantages of all those things. From my kind of person, that helped me. But some people, they would do better at a university. For me, I like that small class size, better attention. The teachers are able to follow you up and say, okay, how are you doing? Are you finding the course? You know, how are you finding the course? Is it going okay? Do you have any challenges? At the university, it's big. You can have a class size of up to 100.
Yeah.
100 or more students.
In
Okay,
class
I was in
almost.
first year. I'm sure you had some classes that were over 100 people in the class and whatnot. And then, you may not have direct interaction with the professor to talk to your teaching assistant, all those kind of things. So it depends on the children's personality. Those are part of the things we tend to advise. We say, okay, we'll try and know the kind of person the student is. Okay, where do they seem like people that would do better in smaller class sizes? Yeah. We have some universities that have small class sizes, so that's almost like a college feel. But it's a university for parents who are like, no, my child has to go to university, not a college. But there's nothing wrong if you go to either of them. The important thing is you come out and do well.
So in short now, like, okay, you can go to college, you're still gonna get a degree program. If you want to get a degree program, you can get a diploma program as well. It does not really matter which school you go to, because at the end of the day, your certificates that if you used to finish and the whole process thing. Okay. So also I should talk about IELTS. So is it compulsory to write IELTS to apply for admission into Canada for masters, undergraduate, and postgraduate? The English test. I didn't write.
For Canada,
I didn't write in my own case.
You said?
I said I didn't write in my own case.
I know. Yes. Most institutions waive IELTS for Nigerians. That is the truth. But as at I think early this year, and I can see some of my colleagues that joined us, some Harvard team members that have joined. Early this year, they came up with this Nigerian, like a fast track process for Nigerian students.
Okay.
And part of the requirements to be able to benefit from that fast track was to have IELTS.
Oh.
Yeah.
So things change.
Well, so that's if you want to be fast track. If you're not interested in fast track and you want to be in the long way, and you don't have to have IELTS. Most institutions waive it because they know that Nigerians speak very good English. So it's not compulsory, but it's usually, hi Jackie and Sally, it's usually better if you have IELTS because at least that lets them know your level of English. And the other truth about why they ask you to do IELTS or any of these English tests is because they want to be sure you can communicate properly. You can communicate, you can understand. So like when they're teaching you in school, you understand and hear. There's listening, there's the writing,
reading.
They're testing your ability to listen and interpret what the person is trying to say. And if you put it in an academic situation, it's like if the teacher is talking to you, do you understand what they're telling you to do? Do you understand the questions they're asking so that you will not fail the course? If you don't understand it, why?
Yeah, exactly.
So they want to be sure you're able to, communicate and understand so that you won't have difficulty. So it's not like they're just trying to say, don't come because you can't speak. They know you can't speak, but they want to be sure you at least
you do the exam.
To do well, yes.
So until basically it's not compulsory for you to have IELTS here. It's not as much. It's not university actually, because my university don't really care.
Some universities insist, like I think University of Toronto and those high-ranking ones. But one of our highest partner universities, University of Alberta, top 5 in Canada. That's one of our partner universities. They will not ask you for IELTS, but and even at master's level, they recognize that Nigeria is in the English-speaking country, but not University of Toronto, because we've done application for some students to the school and required an English test.
So another person asked, what's the visa processing like right now because of this whole COVID thing? Like, what's the processing now? Is it like, can we still drop paper? Can we do it online? How long does it take to for the processing right now?
Yeah, so I think for Nigeria right now, the important thing is that even if you did an online application or you did a physical application, you still need to do biometrics if you haven't applied in the last maybe 3-4 years. Okay. And the VFS is currently shut, except they've opened. I know the lockdown was just lifted.
Yes.
So I asked my colleagues, and I think they said it's still
locked.
So until they open, really, even if you submit an online application, you still need to do biometric before they start the process. But you can still go ahead and apply online because that's the only way you can apply.
Yeah, applying online.
But when they open up, you can apply physically. Yes.
Okay, because when you apply online, even if they go to your stuff and they need to go for medicals, you still have to like go for medicals and do the whole physical.
At the time of at the time of medicals, you still need to go. But the beginning part is biometrics. Until you've done biometrics, they won't start the application.
And so people that do online, they have to do biometrics as well?
Yeah. Oh. So you do online and then pay for biometrics, but you go into the VFS, Sally says they are still short. So VFS is still short.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do online and then you have to go and do biometrics. So that's like fingerprints and picture capturing.
So okay, I want to ask this. So what school do you think? Okay, let me say. Okay, I'm just managing and everything. Like, what school do you feel is like the best? Like when it comes to like cheapest school in Canada, that I can actually go for. But I bet you have done admission for people like, okay, this school is actually like very good. You can finish from this school. After you finish, you can apply for your PR and everything. If you are just coming for that popular, not like you're coming for the educational. Like the cheapest school. Like if you guys have done this, the price is actually affordable. What school will you actually recommend?
Okay, so I don't want to be I don't want to be partial. Because again, all to our partner schools.
Oh, okay.
I know University of Winnipeg is our most affordable school.
Winnipeg.
But yes, University of Winnipeg, and also Manitoba is an affordable place to stay. Like if you compare it to like where you are, Vancouver.
And I'm not staying in Vancouver. I'm staying in. I'm staying on the island.
So, Manitoba is an affordable place to stay. We have University of Winnipeg there. And there's some other universities there that are affordable. I won't mention their names. And then I know there's some other of those, okay, we also have University of New Brunswick.
Yeah, New Brunswick.
It's another one of those affordable places that, we do admissions for undergrad and their MBAs.
Yeah.
They have an MBA that I remember was in fact, there was one time we did an MBA for a student there, and it was very cheap. Although I think they reviewed their price, but it was less than 20,000.
Oh,
but I don't think it's still that cheap. I think they must have reviewed their prices.
Wow.
But that university, those are two most affordable universities.
Okay.
But something else I want to mention is it would be good if people could also be students that have very good academics because they can get scholarships. This year we had I think we had about 2 students we sent to University of Alberta, and they had very good scholarships. One of them got 12,000 scholarship, another one got I think 7,000. One we sent last year, she had all A's in Hawaii, and I think she got a lot of scholarship. I don't know if it was up to 15,000, but it was a lot of scholarship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because people asking about that scholarship thing, like, can they get scholarship and all like that?
Yes, mostly undergraduates that get scholarships.
No, like masters.
So, for example, I think these are New Brunswick University. I think they have scholarship if you have very good, if you did GMAT or GRE and get very good grades.
Okay.
I think you can get scholarship there.
Nice. So you guys can get scholarship if your results is actually very, very good. So someone was talking about the OND, HND business in admin. Like, what's the chances of getting admission into, getting a PGD program in Canada? Like any admission to maybe postgraduate diploma. If you did HND, OND.
If you did, so what I know about HND, OND so far is that most times they prefer you go on to complete a degree.
Okay.
So like you can transfer some courses and get actual degree, which you could go on to for masters.
Yeah.
But for PGD, hold on one second. Let me just check to confirm.
Okay.
Because PGD.
Hold on, guys.
Because most times for PGD, they want to have, although there's something they call mature students, whereby you probably just done high school, but you have work experience, like relevant work experience. If you can get some schools PGD programs. Yeah. Most times prefer you have a bachelor's
degree. A bachelor's degree instead of HND, no. Okay.
Yes. So if you happen to have just the HND and OND, but you have relevant work experience, you might be able to get PGD.
Well, someone said I'm 23. I want to apply with just my WAEC results, a 2-year diploma program. I want to know my chances of getting the visa at my age. And so basically, this is just like a general question for undergraduates. You know, the fact that people finish university quickly in Nigeria. So can I apply for like an undergraduate program at 23? Is there like a problem? Because I know they will ask you what you've been doing after you finish, but you know, some people's education in Nigeria is always like long, can be extended and all like that. So what do you think of 23-year-old applying for the undergraduate program?
So again, for this situation, it's case by case and it's possible, but the chances are slim. And I'll tell you why. For undergraduate right now, they're looking at people who have done WAEC in the last 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
If you did WAEC in the last 2 to 3 years, you're okay. But anything more than that, they're going to seriously question. And for someone who's 23, that means they must have done a bachelor's degree if they went to university right after graduation. So they want to know what was your result. What was your result? What did you get?
Okay.
And if you don't show that, that means you probably didn't do well or you're hiding it. But you know that already means there's some cause for concern there. You know, so those kind of people, I would first of all just recommend that they go to like US or UK or Ireland where they are not that strict. Yeah, so someone it's possible, but you have to really be able to document what you're doing. And why you're just going in for that at that age. But it's usually better, when you have that much gap. People who have the university either within the first 2 or 3 years.
Yes. Okay.
Anything more than that, the chances are beginning to drop.
Okay. Someone said, if I want to study PGD, does it really matter? Like, if your postgraduate is not matching your degree, like now, okay, let's say I did hospitality management in Nigeria, now I want to come to Canada to do PGD in business. Like, if it's not relating, like, is it going to be a problem for visa application?
So you did, okay, so give the example.
So basically now,
I think I understand.
Okay.
So you're saying that if you've done an undergrad in a different program and you want to PhD in it, totally explain why. But it's usually better it's related because it will clearly explain why you've done maybe hospitality management and you now want to go on to like an MBA or like a business, maybe like project management, something related that shows it's still related. You're doing this to further your experience, further your knowledge on this area. But someone who did like maybe if maybe you did hospitality management and you now want to go and do engineering. Nah.
They want to like what's up, like what's going on?
Yeah, that person most likely won't get it because it doesn't make any sense. The person is probably just taking whatever was given without thinking through, can I cope in this? Does it work? Does it relate to what I've already done? It's usually better when they're related. Okay, I can see someone who is saying their question has not been answered because they're asking about total expense or something. So let me just answer that one.
Okay.
So the question about, the truth is, it's case by case. It depends on where you are going, the province you are headed to, cost of living. But Canada will tell you that you should budget $10,000 for living expenses. But as Nigerians, to be honest, that's not the case. So it's case by case. Because some people now go and put the 10,000 and say, oh, at least I've shown, and they get refused. And they're like, oh, why am I? It's because they're factoring so many other things in what you've shown. So you brought a sponsor who is sponsoring you and saying, okay, I want to sponsor my nephew.
Yeah.
And that person now just shows the 10,000. Okay, doesn't that person have their own family members?
Yeah.
Don't they have their own children?
Why do they want to sponsor you?
If you use all their 10,000 to sponsor you, what do they have left for them? So they think about it, it's case by case. But living expenses 10,000, total cost of your fees. That's really what they'll say. But for us, we'll look at it case by case.
Okay, so someone asked about my question about Nigerian Student Express program introduced recently. Can you tell us more about it? I've never read about this one. The Express.
Okay, that's what I said. That's what I spoke about earlier.
Oh, the IELTS. Okay.
Yes.
So actually gonna be
Nigerian Student Express thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm actually gonna be posting this live on my YouTube, so you guys can actually in case you miss out on some questions, you guys should watch it, and she has actually answered a lot of questions before you guys came in. Someone said if I want to use okay, this one, I'm trying to look at that questions here. So what do you think about Express for undergraduate students? Like, what do you think I need to have if I'm in Nigeria? Do you guys do Express entry for people? Because they're asking if
yes. So we don't do that.
Okay. Just
so we have people who we can recommend when we have immigration consultants we recommend to handle immigration related questions. So if you have such people, push them our way, we push them to the people we recommend to handle it.
Okay.
We have the knowledge, but we're not.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not what we're doing. Okay. Someone said, I want to ask a question about proof of fund. I know this proof of fund thing is like very serious because you may want to go to the school and your parent may not have that amount of money. Someone will sponsor you. So what do you think is like the best? How can you put How can you put the thing down for people like the amount they should have in their accounts? The person that want to sponsor you, the letter they have to write, the affidavit, like if someone wants to sponsor me, what are they gonna do to make them believe my story?
Okay, so for example, and I saw one of my students who joined, I won't mention her name, but I'm happy she joined because seeing her reminded me that she had a similar case recently. So we had a student who recently had someone who was not her parent at her spot.
Yeah.
And thankfully, she was able to get the visa, no hassles.
Oh, nice.
But the truth is, they typically prefer it to be your parents. It's better when it's your parents who are your sponsors because that way, if you find yourself in a tough situation, obviously because it's your parents, they will do all they can to hustle to get the money together to pay. But if the person is not your parent and you find yourself in a tough situation, like in that kind of situation, as far as they're concerned, they've helped you get it. What do you want again from them?
Exactly.
And you might now start resorting to social benefits and assistance, which people want.
Yeah.
So the people with the highest chances are usually people who get who their parents are either their parents, their sponsors are either their parents or their siblings.
Okay. So basically, now my sister, if I have a sister, we have a son, she can actually sponsor me.
Yes, she can.
Okay. Someone said, okay, now, if I want to get admission next year, September, when is the right time for me to start processing my admission and my admission basically? Like, how long does it take school to respond to admissions, and how long does it take visa processing?
That's why it's good to have Harvest Fields or people like Harvest Fields to work with. The reason why is we have the schools we work with, we have personal relationships with them, and they have we have an obligation. They have an obligation to us to respond as fast as possible to our inquiries. So we have some schools that if you put in the application, because it's coming from us, and the reason why they work with people like us is because they expect that we have vetted the student to be sure that they meet the minimum requirements. So that is us already doing more than half of the work for them.
For them already.
So putting in an application is because we can see that they stand a very good chance of getting it. And they would attend to it as fast as possible. Now we have some schools that will give admission within 3 days. Some that will give admission within a week or two. But I'll say obviously with the COVID situation, there'll be delays here and there. But we're still getting some offers within about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, But for masters, there's one of our universities, they used to give the offer maybe within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now, that school would give within, sometimes take up to like 6 months.
Wow.
Sometimes, yeah. And don't worry, we don't recommend it yet. If you see that not much time.
Can I use my auntie in the US as a sponsor? She's not in Nigeria. I want to apply for Nigeria, but my auntie is in the US and I want to use that proof of fund. Is that
so what's the relationship? Auntie, Nigerians, everybody's auntie and
So what's the relation? Like, okay, let's say like maybe my dad is like, we have the same surname basically, but she's in the States. Does it really matter where she is?
It doesn't matter where she is, it's possible, but it's important that the person is able to get the documents needed. So for example, if you are in the US, this is an expo. If you're in the US and you want to sponsor somebody's particular documents, you need to show that they will say, okay, yes, this person can sponsor. So, like Nigeria is just bank statement, but US, it's not just bank statement. I think they also need to include like their tax document or something. There's a particular additional document that would need to be shown. And you need to be able to show relationship.
Hey guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, can I still apply for admission this year if I want to go back to school?
Yeah. We're still processing
for September.
For September. Yeah.
Wow. So that's the processing admission, guys. You guys should send a DM to them.
And for example, University of Alberta, something really, really nice they did was that because they know that people haven't written WAEC, they're saying that for those who have offers for September, they will waive for this year.
They waive their WAEC results.
Yes.
Wow, you get like those money. That's interesting. So they don't need their WAEC results. You can just send your transcript, your high school transcript.
That's if WAEC ends up not even doing
anything this year. Wow.
Take the final transcripts as it is.
I like the fact that they're actually considering like other, like in Nigeria, like when it comes to all these things. I feel it's even everywhere because I've read that Indian people, they have what they're actually putting down as their own stuff as well. That's actually interesting. So University of Winnipeg, Manitoba or Winnipeg. Is it Manitoba?
University of Alberta.
Oh, University of Alberta. So you guys don't need a WAEC result in case you are not going to write WAEC this year because of the whole COVID thing.
Yes.
So you guys can just give them your school transcript, your high school transcript. Yeah.
Yes. But if they happen to not write WAEC,
you have to provide it. Someone said, please, is there any school that Harvestfield is affiliated to that is offering postgraduate diploma in business?
Yeah, we have a lot. In fact, you know what? Let me even read out some of our partner schools. Since we're talking only about Canada, let me read out a list of partner schools in Canada. So we have Brock University, University of Alberta, University of New Brunswick, University of Winnipeg, University of Manitoba, Niagara College. Simon Fraser. Yes, it's the college at Simon Fraser. Fraser International College at Simon Fraser. Yes, and International College Manitoba. Those are the roots. 2 schools we have that help you get into Simon Fraser University and University of Manitoba.
Okay.
We have Thompson Rivers University, Vancouver Island University, Wilfrid Laurier University, Algonquin College, Sheridan College. We have Great Lakes High, Albert College, Trinity College School, St. Margaret, Queen Margaret School, Eric Prep, and Bordwell College. So those are schools.
You guys are the schools. If you guys know, I'm gonna put this video down for you guys. Like you guys should just check up the school, guys. So someone was actually asking, can my spouse account? Can I use my spouse account as proof of fund? So if I want to use my spouse account for proof, can I use it? Must we have the same surname? Spouse. Of course,
if you can show the relationship, marriage certificate, that's fine.
Okay, so if you can show the marriage certificate, that's fine. If you can show the marriage certificate, that's fine. So you can actually use them as proof of fund or something. So and okay, out of all the provinces in Canada, which one are you gonna consider as the best province for Nigerians? We don't like code.
where you are now. I told you I was sending you there.
I always tell them like this is like the best. Like this is the best. Like I don't know how, but I'm still cold. It's still cold. Actually during winter, it's still cold, but it's still the best.
You can't compare
to Toronto and other places.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And all these, like far away. Eh? All these far away provinces. You can't compare. But Toronto, the Ontario weather is not so bad. It can get really crazy sometimes. Like when it's cold, it's very cold. When it's hot, it's very hot. You see flies and whatnot. But somewhere like Vancouver. I see somebody in Vancouver. Yeah, it's really good there. They said weather there is like British weather.
Yeah, that's very
rainy.
Cool.
Yeah, but
it's always raining, no.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much British weather. It's really nice. Somewhere like Calgary, Alberta, it can be really cold. I know early in the year, January, there was weather. There was like I think like 2 days. Weather was like -42.
Yeah. Wow.
I know somewhere like Manitoba to get really cold.
Really
Last
cold.
year, we had a conference call, one of our partner universities there, and the staff were telling us that it was -42. Yeah.
I don't know.
It was really like you could see, like I think Boeing, the airplane company.
Boeing.
They have a facility there because of how extreme the weather gets in Manitoba.
Wow.
To test out their aircrafts. Whenever they build aircrafts, they test it out there to see how the plane will do in extreme weather. -42. Can you imagine? If you open the door at -42, it's like opening
it's crazy.
It's like ice. Yeah, but it's interesting. One country has so many different weather conditions. It's interesting.
Someone said, what if I've been denied visiting visa like more than 5 years ago? Can it affect my schooling visa now? And I graduated with 2-1 and I have proof of fund from my parents. So because I want to visit last 25 years ago, they didn't give me visa. Is it gonna affect now that I want to apply for? I want to apply to school. It's not affect.
So let's also go back. No, it won't affect. It's possible to reapply. But the interesting thing is, why were you denied visa? There's something called misrepresentation. If you're denied visa for misrepresentation, there's a 5-year ban. So if that was the case, which is probably not the case, but if that was the case for somebody, they have to wait till 5 years is over to be able to do it. But it was denied for maybe something like a proof of funds, a travel history, all those kind of things. Yeah, sure. Just have the proper documentation in place and you'll be fine.
Okay, so someone asked if I'm using only my degree certificate and transcript, will I be accepted for admission for a diploma or a PGD without submitting my WAEC results? Where's the WAEC result? I don't know. The parents said if I'm using only my degree certificate and transcript, so will I be accepted for admission for diploma or a PGD program without submitting my WAEC results? How did you get the degree program without WAEC results?
Exactly. I think the person probably let's even just ask, where's the WAEC results?
Where's the WAEC results? Maybe the person used NECO.
Graduated from
a university, AI school.
Yeah, and some schools ask for WAEC result because they also want to see your English ability. So the score in English gives them an idea of your level of English.
Yeah.
Especially if they're going with IELTS or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it would be good to ask where the WAEC is, but the transcripts, and you need the transcript and degree. So this person is saying they want to just submit degree, certificate, and transcript.
Yeah, without the WAEC results, the O-level results.
They will ask where that WAEC result is really. Where?
Because they want to know what high school, what you did in high school. Do you get what was your, or maybe we ask for only, can they really, apart from the one you spoke about and say about the only about her, are there other universities that will ask for, that will say you should not drop your WAEC results if it's not because of this old COVID drama?
Well, I do know that there are a lot of our partner schools who are being very flexible, and at the moment we're still admission to the different school. But it's just Alberta that's come forward with that very bold statement. You know, they sent us an email about it. But that if WAEC is not written before, you know, before the and I'm sure you know that everyone in Canada right now is being flexible. Every single level of government, even the stores, you know, the banks, everyone is being a bit flexible right now with some of these things that they ordinarily would not want, like ordinarily would take or not want to take. You know, so right now, this is, you know, this COVID situation is what nobody would have ever expected, or you know. And I know a lot of schools are suffering or are going to suffer a lot in terms of enrollment, because everyone right now is like, oh, I need to wait to see what will happen. And even when it's over, some people may not feel very comfortable leaving the country. Like maybe another 3 more months after. You know, so everybody's trying to be flexible as they can to avoid. Let me not say to avoid losing students that they manage to get. But
True. Someone said, this person repeated this question many times so that I can see it. Okay, I've seen it. The person said, like, I am 27 years, studied BC, did bachelor's in agriculture, married, and I want to apply for a postgraduate diploma. So can I easily achieve my PR? Please, can I get any agriculture related courses in BC to study? Like, which school do you recommend for agriculture for postgraduate program? That's basically what the person is asking.
Okay, so from the top of my head, when you say agriculture, I recommend Manitoba because I think they are very well known for agricultural related things.
Question.
You know, their symbol is even the bison. You know, they do all those agriculture related. So I would definitely recommend them. But in British Columbia, I think it's a matter of just doing a search to see which schools have it, because this is a very specific question, and I don't know anyone in BC, but I do know you may find a few in Manitoba, because agriculture is a big thing. It's a main economy for Manitoba.
Okay. Is it compulsory that my WAEC result is assessed by WASTE before applying for a postgraduate program?
No.
So you don't need
again, let me be careful, because if you are going through a partner, like for example, you're coming through Harvestfield and going to one of our partner schools, you don't need WASTE to verify anything before you send it. Once we look at it and we confirm it's authentic or not, some of our partner schools will even tell us to stamp it. That's fine. But if you're going to a school like maybe University of Toronto, it's possible they will need WASTE evaluation. It's possible.
So guys, basically the school you're actually going to, like every school have their own rules, basically. Like if you're going to, everybody have their own rules. You get, so just check the rules that actually, I don't know, that fits your own missions. Like just know which one you can actually go for, basically. Someone said, please, this is very important. Having difficult getting my transcript due to the lockdown, and I'm trying to apply for September term. Can it be waived? So if you're not going to be doing WAEC, I think they will need your transcript. Like, what is your high school transcript? They will need something to show that you went to high school.
Passport, data page.
Okay. Someone said, what are the chances of a fresh degree graduate finished NYSC and wants to apply for masters? Okay. Masters will be sponsored by the person's senior sister. I didn't get that.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Maybe the person is saying that they just finished university, just finished NYSC, and want to go on for masters. It's possible. It's good when there's no gap. But if you have gap, you have to explain it. And it's possible for your sibling to sponsor you. Just have the proper documentation in place.
Okay. Someone said Manitoba is good, please. What about BC? I think it's the same guy that asked about the agriculture. And do you have any other schools you guys are affected to in BC?
In BC, yes, in BC, let me mention the ones. Okay, yeah, we also have Royal Roads University. Oh my God.
Royal Roads University. Check it out.
Yeah, it's in BC. It's one of our partner schools. Okay, let me mention the ones we have in BC. Royal Roads University, Thompson Rivers University, Vancouver Island University, Douglas College. another good a good college that we have there. Then Fraser International College at Simon Fraser University.
Yeah. Okay. So is that all your questions, guys? Is that your questions? Is that everything? Is that everything you guys want to ask? Okay, someone said, when granted admissions and study permits, can you take a break from school? Yeah, I want to ask this question. A break from school and work to pay your tuition fee.
Don't try it.
Don't do it. I know people do it. I know people do it, but it's just not advisable.
But if they get caught,
it's not advisable. You're gonna go home.
Yeah, because part of the requirement, part of the conditions of being given a study permit is to study.
Yeah.
And most times they expect that you are a full-time student. It's true that some people do it, but it's not advisable, especially when you want to renew that study permit. If you've not been actively studying, you may not be able to renew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, someone said, can I get a letter from my departmental HOD to prove that I just graduated last year, since I can't get the transcripts because of the lockdown for the study permit application?
To get admission is not a letter. To get admission is not.
I think the person is asking for a visa application. I think the person is asking for the visa.
For visa application. But even for visa application, you need to submit transcripts.
Transcripts. That you finished from a university, like a degree, like something that will just show that, oh, you just finished. But there are actually a lot of universities, like right now, like we can't get us. Some of my friends, they can't get their certificate, but they will send it to their address, right? So I don't know what Nigeria is actually planning to do concerning that. Like, are they sending it to your address? What are they doing concerning that?
Yeah, the truth is that in Nigeria, like in the last 1 or 2 years, I think because there have been cases whereby people fraudulently acquire. I'm looking for fraudulent documents and say that's transcript. Yeah, there's been so more schools, I think, in their way of trying to tighten the possibility of students having access to transcripts, more schools are insisting on sending it directly to the institution and not to the students. Some will send it to us, as the representatives of the schools, but some might insist that they want to send it directly to the school. I think that's just because they're trying to crack down on people, getting results and maybe manipulate
everything.
But I hear that there's someone in Nigeria who has, I think it's like an app or something whereby they help you request for your transcript and
you'll send it to them.
To the school.
So okay, I'll start the hand. Okay, someone said, are you affiliated with any schools that offer the accelerated BSN degree in nursing? I have a master's in social work, so she want to do nursing. Like, what's BSN? I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that's Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Okay,
yeah,
nursing.
We have schools that have Bachelor of Science in Nursing, but I think the key word here is accelerated. We'll have to check. So the person should please send us a DM so that we can confirm and get back.
Send them a DM at Harvest Field Educational Services. You guys can just click the button on top where you can see profile. Then you're just gonna follow them, so you can send them a DM after this.
Yes.
So she said she already has in social work. So you're going to do a degree in nursing.
This person must have just joined us. What we said from the beginning was, as much as possible, let's be progressive, not progressive. I think that's like the opposite. So try and be going. So if you already have a master's, I would advise you just try and see. They know that people are trying to use education to come in. But what they prefer is apply for what you are qualified for. So if you meet the requirements for a PhD, for a BSc, then go for BSc. But if you already have a BSc, then go for PhD or Masters. And if you already have all of that, then just apply for PR. Because at the end of the day, you just want to come in. It's not like you really want that. They know that if it's about the program, you go to UK. and easily get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But they know you want to come and stay longer.
Yeah.
It's not just really the academics. So it's either if you want to genuinely come to study, then you go on through the education route, but you want to go on to live and work here, going through the right route for that. So if you already have a master's, I won't recommend going to a bachelor's.
Yeah.
But, to be fair, it's possible that the person wants to switch to nursing, and there's a bit of a relation there somewhere, but it's complicated. So
for you to now come and do a degree program when you already have a master's, unless I think the only thing about the whole thing, like unless you don't want to tender your master's certificate that you've done master's before. So if you want to put it down like, okay, I'm not going to use my master's, like I'm not going to say I've done master's before in Nigeria. Like I want to go through, you finish undergraduate, I want to do nursing. I think that one should be able to work, right?
I think in this person's situation, if they already have a master's, why not try the permanent residence, option?
I know that process is long. Hey.
It is. The person can try that, and then when they're here, they can now do the fast track thing they want. That might be an easier way.
Yeah.
That might be an easier way. We have schools in the UK that have very good programs.
And nobody want to go to school outside of the country and come back to Nigeria. We want to come back home.
Well, to be fair, I know last year they started that Boris Johnson guy. I think they said they were going to start letting people have 2 years post-study work visas.
Yeah.
But people who study nursing, social work, all those health-related, social-related programs, most times they keep them. They do what they can to keep them because they need a lot of those people in their system.
Okay.
So someone who wants to do nursing, the possibility of you studying nursing and being at is very big. I have heard of a lot of people who went for nursing or like medicine or and did well, because that's another thing, you have to do well for you to be wanted. Did well and they stayed back. They got jobs.
Okay, the light is gonna go off in 1 minute. So Auntie, can you answer this question based on what's the name? It said schools that request for initial deposits of admission letter, like deposit, like is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. See, the reason why you pay an initial deposit is to show commitment to going to the school. It's also advisable to pay a deposit than nothing at all. Yeah, it's safe. And read the refund policy. Okay, let me just say, read the refund policy. That's how you know how safe it is. Because, like I said, also, make sure the DLI code. So if they are being funny, the DLI code already shows that the government knows they're in operation. And, if you need to report, you report. But if they have a DLI code, feel free. Deposit your money. Read their refund policy to know how you get what amount of your money you get back.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So the live is gonna end in 30 seconds. And thanks for coming on this live. I couldn't. There are a lot of questions. A lot of questions there that you've not answered, but I don't know if you are if you can come back. I don't know. I'm actually gonna go on live after this. I don't know if I should add you again, so you can just explain. But you guys should go follow them on Instagram so you can ask more questions.
Yeah, they should follow and we can.
Oh, live finished. Jesus, the live has finished. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I want it soon. When you're Miriam have slept. It is soon. I need life to party. Life finish. I don't know. I want to post this one for what am I gonna? I don't know how to do it. Guys, wait, I'm coming. Like the live ended, so I need to go back because she'll be waiting for me. Funny enough, I've never tested. Guys, I'm coming over. I wanna share. Can I just pick a good? This thing is hard though. Because she'll be waiting for me to come back, right? People are dropping questions, but so you guys should go follow them. Thanks for the video. I'm not done with the live video. Wait. Okay, I think we're gonna use this. What's it called?
Q&A.
Q&A. Okay, Q&A about Canada.
Yeah.
Q and no. Guys, sorry, I'm coming. See, everybody came about admissions into Canada. I'll wait this later. Canada. That's one. Okay. Post. Yeah, we posted it. So I'm actually gonna go back on live. Let's see if Auntie's still here. So people are here, like, I'm so sorry. Like, so I'm trying to figure this thing out. Is she here? So I was trying to figure the thing out, and again, network was actually like somehow. So guys, I already figured it out. So she's gonna answer as much questions as she wants to. You guys are back. So let me just put it down. I have to drop your question about Canada. Drop your questions about what are we talking about? About admissions. About admissions slash what's the name? The visa processing in Canada. In Canada. Okay. Yeah. So guys, we're just gonna pin this down, okay? Hopefully she's gonna come back on live. I don't know how this is gonna happen, guys. Just try and answer a few questions because there are a lot of things she mentioned today that I just figured out as well. We just found out together, okay? So that's it, guys. So drop your question down. I'm gonna see if I can, if she's here. Is she here? Okay. Let me see if she's gonna come back. Guys, see the fact that she's doing this for free. Guys, you guys should go and follow them and go and ask them. Go and send them DM if you want to use them. Go and use them as what's name. Go and use them as your agents. That the people that actually help me with my admissions. So you guys should use them as your agent as well. Their name is Harvest Field Educational Services or Harvest Field Educational Service on Instagram. So you guys should go follow them and use them. Do you get what I'm saying? So she's doing this for you for free, like consultation for free. This is what you have to pay for to even like talk to them about all these things. And you guys are just getting it for free. So I'm just gonna advise you guys to like follow them on Instagram and ask them questions directly. Do you get? She's not getting paid for this. So Auntie, so sorry, the life ended.
No problem.
So as I was saying, I told them to oh, okay. So you guys should follow them, please. So if you look at on your screen on the upper part there, you guys will see like maybe circle stuff. Press it, then you see their profile, Harvest Field. So you guys should go follow them. Send them a DM about the application, the schools they are interested in. Do you get? Sometimes do your research before you like send them. Just have an idea of what you want to do basically, and tell them what you want, so they'll be able to help. So I'm so sorry about that. So we're back.
No.
We're back. So someone was asking, I'm sorry, I couldn't answer a lot. Someone said, I'm the same person that asks about getting student visa at 23 years old with just WAEC straight to university. So am I writing the WAEC this year and I want to apply for 2020 intake? Can I get it? So
okay, so we can't give any like final answer per se when it comes to visa, but it's possible you can listen and case by case when it comes to visa. But I do know that when you have a large gap, it reduces chances. And when we are approached with such we just advise of like UK, Ireland, or UK where there are higher chances.
Yeah. Okay. So other person said, please can you say something about GMAT requirement for MBA? Do they require GMAT for MBA?
Some do, but we have schools that don't. Waive it.
Okay, so some universities do. They have schools that don't. So you guys should check them out and ask them. You know, you guys can do that one. Send them a DM and do your research basically. So it's not all schools that actually like allow you to do GMAT and IATS. If you want more information, slide into their DM and ask them. Someone said, trying to look for the question here. Someone said, please, I want to know whether the Canadian University requires GMAT. Is that what I just said? Some schools require, some schools don't require. Some schools require, some schools don't require. You just have to like find the ones that don't require because most times if you do IELTS or if you do GMAT, okay, if you do IELTS in Nigeria before you come, once you finish your program, you still may even write another one because of your PR because it expires in 2 years. So it's something that can go for schools that will not try to require you to like, do you get? Did you, why are you laughing? Did you say, someone said, can I do a professional support worker program, which is a certificate program after degree program in biochemistry? Support worker and biochemistry.
So where did they do the bachelor's degree? Is it in Nigeria?
Yeah, Nigeria.
And they now want to, from that, they now want to go on to do.
No, the person did biochemistry the person did biochemistry as a degree program in Nigeria. Now the person want to do support worker program in Canada. So what do you think?
Well, it's possible, but I would say that the study plan is very important. Again, that would explain to the visa person why you're having, why you had this background and why you want to now do this social worker.
Okay.
You have to be able to really explain and convince them because for me, it's like from chemistry you now want to do social worker. Okay, well, it's not impossible, but if you have a study plan that explains
why
for people and helping and all that, explain it and see what come out of it.
And so what do you think about those people that actually apply? The way I actually apply for hospitality management, and I got to Canada, I can always change it because I think they gave room for that thing. Because my sister did it as well. She did she applied for sciences, and when she got here, she did her first year program, then her first semester, then she switched. So what do you want to say about you can just use that one to just apply for visa so that they will give you visa. Then when you come here, you can just switch to that program in the school. But what do you think?
Well, I know it's possible you can do that, but I don't really advise it because for you, sometimes switching might mean losing a semester or a year.
Exactly.
If what you did in first semester or first year, exactly. So if what you did is not what is required for you for the course you want to switch to in order to graduate, you might be adding on an extra year or semester. Yeah. So the best advice really is know what you really want to study and see how you can, achieve it. If this is what you want to study, just go in for that straight. Than going in and switch. The only time I can recommend the switch is if you have difficulty. So you didn't think it would be that difficult or you have that much challenges. Okay, so what do you think you now, because for the first year, but so something that is also good to mention is that in your first year, most times you have a mix of courses. They try to give you like a taste of everything. That helps you know where you want to focus. So in that kind of situation, you've had a taste of different areas, sciences, arts, and then you now realize, this is not my interest, this is my interest. Yeah, that's fine. But if you go in with this mindset of I just want to do this to get visa and I'll change to this, it won't be good. It may not be very good for that person because might lose a semester or a year. Yeah,
and you lose a lot of money in the process, basically. Because okay. Because I know people do it, and it does if you don't have if you have because you have to do it as well. Like they do it where they be like, when you come inside and because my own, they had to tell me to write another mathematics exam. Like I had to do a mathematics exam because they were like, they are not really sure my maths is actually very good. So they actually allow me to do my, or I should just change my program. That was the other option they gave me. You get?
Oh yeah, they have a deadline for.
So even if you get a visa, for you to change course, you have to like be in the country to maybe go and meet them directly, talk to them directly. How can you do this before the semester starts? Because once the semester starts, you're wasting a lot of money in that process. Like,
yeah, true. Yeah. So that you don't have the distraction of second guessing and all that. If you're going okay.
Okay. She's awake?
Yeah. It's clear that it's okay.
Someone said personal support worker. I don't think there's a program in Canada that's personal support worker, but I know we have child and youth care, we have social work. Or is there a particular course on that you guys?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. It's a penal support worker.
Okay.
So I can see that there are jobs that are called that.
There are jobs, not courses.
That, yeah. Oh no, they actually, yeah. So it looks like it's something that is still under
social work,
child and youth services. Yeah, social work related.
Yeah. So my one advice for that one is like.
But the chances for admission to such is slim, though. I think the chances to get visa for that might be slim because some of these social work related courses are reserved for
Canadian students. People that have, so true.
Yeah.
Someone said, how can I leave Nigeria? You're gonna fly. Said, how can I leave Nigeria? How
the country, yes, it's possible to, but since you're here, if you're that want to take back, it could either be back education, which is the way for us to stay educated and being able to grow. But yeah, if you have sponsor you have a good chance.
Okay.
I think So and if you don't qualify for education, there are other routes like
Okay. Yeah. So someone said, please, I want to ask, what if a person finished at school at 24, 25, a degree program, and finishes NYSC at 26, but want to go for other degree in Canada? What will it affect the chances of visa processing? I think I actually answered this question before. Because why would you want to go for that degree in Canada when you already had a degree? Because what are you going to show them at the embassy? Like, what are you going to show them that you've done, within those years? So I think what's the name? Postgraduate diploma would be the best thing. Like,
yeah, so a person, like we said before, it's better for that now. But maybe the person, it depends. Is it that the person did the first
degree is done with NYSC, did the degree and everything like that. So I want to advise you to like go for another degree program. Do you get? Because until knowing the fact that the network is cracking a little bit.
If you already have a degree, usually better where
So
if you already degree at postgraduate master.
Okay. So also I have a change in health information. Can I do a PhD in health management? Which school would you recommend or not? So for HND degree program, like you did a degree, like a proper degree that you finish with the bachelor's and everything in the program, not HND. So it's actually very hard for you to get an admission into schools with HND and everything like that.
Yes, and if you have relevant work experience, so after HND, you now get work experience. Then that to be able to go in for PhD. Depending on the school and that.
Okay, so you don't necessarily need a degree.
Because there's students.
What are you saying?
Mature students.
Mature students.
Yes, so maybe the person is mature and the person has relevant work experience.
Okay.
The person maybe HND or any of those programs. they have relevant work. You can program and contribute, when you're there. Some schools will assess it, and it's not straightforward, yes, so these people and their requirements, but it's what maybe close to them. They may be able to, but it's usually more straightforward bachelor's degree.
Empress, I didn't skip your question, but I just had I can't really understand what you're trying to say. You said something about Canadian dollar. I didn't get that. Canadian dollar secure admission, but I want to switch to next year January. Please, do I have to start all over again, or should I just continue? I didn't get that question.
Me too.
So please just retype the question. Let me just understand. Someone said, but in a situation where your degree did not meet up for a master's program, can you do a diploma? Yep. No, a diploma or a PhD. A pre-masters, yeah, a pre-masters.
Yeah, or even some PGDs. So we actually, to be honest, we actually have a college that accepts third class. But the issue is, even if you get admission, will you get visa?
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah. So admission is not even the problem, it's the visa processing that is the problem. You have to be able to confuse them, convince them that, oh, you're legit, this thing is real, I know. Yeah. With your document and everything. Someone said, do you think I make sense to use NYSC period as an explanation? I mean, right now that most of us can't even serve yet because of the corona, and I graduated December last year. Explanation for what? Do you mean for your? I don't understand that question. So it says that a requirement to get a visa from the embassy. Also, can tuition fee be paid in installments? So answer the school fees.
Yeah, you can pay the school fees semester by semester.
Okay.
And some schools might even be happy to work out the payment plan.
Okay. They said aside from Canada, which other countries would you recommend for students that you guys use?
So we also work with Ireland, UK,
yeah,
USA.
Yeah, USA.
Yeah, we have schools in Australia. We have schools in some other parts of Europe, Amsterdam. I think I have one school in Germany. Have in what's this?
Okay.
Is that where university? Where else? Yeah.
Okay.
But the main countries have UK, US, Ireland.
You guys can send them a DM and tell them the country you want to go, so they will be able to explain better for you. So someone said, can I use a third-party bank statement as proof of fund? We already spoke about this before. If the surname is the same, if this person is related to you, you guys' surname is the same, it's gonna be a good one. Do you get? But if the surname is not the same, you have to write a good, a good reason why you're using them. You have to. I don't know, because until I was saying something the other time, if the person have kids, do you get? So why can't they send their kids? Why are they sending you? So you have to really prove to them reason why the person sends their own documents for you.
Something to emphasize again about that earlier question.
Yeah.
For HND and OND, it's better to go and get a bachelor's degree. So you can transfer to the university. They may transfer some of the courses you've already done.
Okay.
Yeah, they may transfer some of it for you to be able to get into a PhD program. It's better you move on to get a bachelor's degree. Before trying to get a PhD.
Okay. Someone said I am 30 years old. Will my age be accepted for admissions and visa and for an undergraduate program? What I've been doing for 10 years before 30, what? You guys are gonna give me. They will need, I don't know, but I think
explain what they've been doing in that period. If you have unexplainable gaps, you don't stand much of a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Even admission, they will ask you for your CV. They need to see what
you've been doing for that years. Like,
because it's not easy that, okay, you finished university maybe when you were 20, or let's say, not 20, like 21, 22,
mm-hmm.
and then since then till now that you're 30 something, you now want to go back to school. It's not easy.
Yeah, like so they want to know what you've been doing. What have you been up to? So someone says, is this period really a good time to apply for study permits? Yeah, online application is still open. Yes, you can apply. Yep.
And one of my colleagues confirmed that VFS is still closed.
It's still okay, it's still closed. So online has to okay. Auntie, do you guys help with visa alone, or you help with schools? How do you do it? Just explain to them about.
So our main focus is education counselors. We help students get admission to schools. Work with various countries. We work with UK, US, Ireland, and we assist with the necessary processes to get you.
Okay, good. Someone said, please, do Canadian students visa require interview?
No.
You said no.
They used to. When I went to study, I had my brother in 2000 and I think it was 2005.
Okay. So they used to interview, they don't do it anymore.
But they don't do it anymore. And the interview was not they would say, what do you want? And they would start asking you questions about that course. So I was asking definitions or something. But now
they don't do that again. They don't do that again. Okay, someone said, I'm confused about the proof of funds. She was talking about the one time. I am asking if I have one of my sisters, blood sister, who is ready to sponsor me, but don't bear the same surname. She's married. So I still want to sponsor her, but she's married. But there will be evidence that you guys are related now. Do you get? Change of name, like the auntie is already married. Asta is married.
That you're related.
Sorry?
That birth certificate will show.
Yeah, so a birth certificate will show that you guys are related. Do you get? So there won't be much, But even if her surname is changed, there will be like something that will show that you guys are related and not like that before she got married. Someone said my degree results have a different name with my passport. That one is hard though. My degree result have a different name with my passport. With my passport. What's
the key question? Is it one letter missing or is it totally different name?
Is it one letter missing? Is it like a O was name? Like a O, I don't know, like a O name changed or what is missing about the name? And I want to use my Zambian passports. Please, will it work? Your names have to be, I don't know, they have to correct, like, I don't know. Okay, the person says surname.
Is it that the person got married or they did change your name?
Oh.
So depending on if they did change of name, they have to show change of name documents that still tie them.
Okay. So
newspaper.
Oh, passports. Okay, I want to apply from Nigeria with my Zambian passport. What are the chances of criteria? So basically, the person's trying to say here that they have the degree results say something else, like say different surname. Then their passport is saying something else. I think change of name thing, right? They're doing the change of name thing. Maybe the person got married. So basically, you have to drop something that shows that you did change of name. Maybe when you got married, you moved from your family name to your husband's name. So you have to like prove to them like this is what happened. Do you get? Because they'll be like, how come your name is different? So these are little things that they will actually want to like check in like for. Like it's something that they work for say like your name is not the same with it. Let me see. I think I had this issue too when I was applying that. I think was in my WAEC results that was we have to use, is this 7 names? Or I can't remember, like I had to use Olauti Adekombi Adekweji. I have to use Olauti Adekweji Ritonwa. When I was applying for Canada stuff, they said, is this on my name? Like the name is too long or something like that. So when I got to VIE, they were like, my name, yeah, it's not matching my passport here. My passport has the Ritonwa on it. So I had to now put all the old names in it, like to just say that okay, I'm the one bearing all these names. So I know why I used to do like your name has to be 21 or something. Your name has to be 21. I know they used to do that.
Some of those funny things that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the person is talking about dual citizenship. So I'll just say like she just use one, just use the one that's gonna work for you, or just send them a DM on Instagram. You know, just send them a DM at the Harvest Field Educational Site. They'll be able to explain better for if you want to use them.
Yeah, if you're a dual citizen, so because we recently had a situation like that for UK. The person was a UK. She was an Italian. She was an Italian citizen, but also Nigerian.
Yeah.
And we sent the UK. So, she had to, which one did she really use? I think because of that EU living UK thing that happened, she had to apply for visa and she got it. But this person, I think in her situation, she could use either the passport of the country that will make it easier for her to go, or she will just use the one where she's resident. So it's easier to get documentations and whatnot.
I think the person won't explain better. The person said, I'm using a Zambian passport to apply. My dad is Zambian and my mom is Nigeria. So I have a Zambian passport and I want to apply from Nigeria with my Zambian passport. What are the chances and criteria?
Yeah, this case is a very specific case. So she needs to reach out to us so we can advise.
So yeah, you guys should reach out to them.
Because in a situation, she will need documentation for both countries. There are specific documentations that will be required for both countries.
Oh, okay. I saw a question actually I want to ask though. Wait, 3-year-old, I already said this one. If someone said, the last year acceptance into a university be valid till the next year in the same university due to finance?
So basically, the person deferred their admission, or they didn't defer.
They haven't deferred it yet. They're just saying like, should I continue with that process or I should just apply for a new one?
If the person doesn't have sufficient money to go now, they should defer it to when they know they will.
Like how many years can you defer admission for? Or it depends on the schools?
It depends on the school. Some schools allow you to defer up to a year. So some schools may have 3 intakes. So they will allow you to defer from January to May, from May to September. And that's it. Some can just let you defer from September to September.
To September.
Yeah, but they should always confirm what the school would accept. It depends on the school.
Okay. Someone is sending you love you and say, let me love you. Thanks for the help.
Thank you. This is actually easy for me because I'm able to answer a lot of things because we get so many DMs and I was really scared that someone would say, oh, we sent you a DM. So we get so many. When they send me DMs, I say, okay.
It's always a lot. They send me DMs as if I don't know anything about this thing. I just talk about it because I don't want to get something.
Exactly. So when I send a particular email, when they email that email, I now send, because we have team members who I can assign to easily respond to specific, so that way it's efficient. This is answering as much as I can here. And then ones who come on to send us DMs, at least most of the questions.
You guys should follow them on Instagram. Like just follow them on Instagram. That would be very great to know. So if they are doing live again, you guys will be there to like, okay,
Exactly. Yes, I actually hope to be live, if not this week, next week. Definitely, this is helping
a lot of people
to have maybe the people who are at least questions that be answered, for them to now send the DM that means they are ready
to. Because some people actually is very scared, and like some people are very, very scared, like, oh, I don't want to apply and they will not give me visa. I say, you've not even tried it. Like, are you not going to try first before they will not give you the visa? Like, you're not going to find school first. Yeah. Someone said, okay.
Especially because it's the education route.
Someone said, can result be used as a proof since transcripts are not available because of the pandemic and study permit? I think person was trying to ask, like, can it print his transcript online? The way we can print on official transcript online, just to get just apply for visa.
Some schools allow for, some schools will say right now they will take official transcript pending when they give admission. when they give admission, then they need to send the official transcript, like the original.
The original one. But
yes.
Can I use it for visa though? Like, can I use it for visa? But do I even need my transcript for visa? I don't think I need my transcript for visa. You don't need transcript for visa. You do?
You do.
But you have to put it.
You remember I was saying that they're looking at, so for visa, they're looking at people with very good academics.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so what you're saying, like these people, this visa agent, they really used to check your results. They want to check your result like that.
That's the embassy, right?
Yeah, the embassy.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll check it. It's like I would prefer everyone to go onto the IRCC side where they can see the requirements.
The requirements.
If their transcript is needed, academic documents, because that is one of the ways they are streamlining the students they're getting. There was some years ago, we sent a student with third class or 2-2. Now don't try it. Third class, don't try it. 2-2 is becoming like almost impossible, especially if it's from Nigeria.
Okay.
If you have a 2-2, okay, yeah, stand a chance. 2-2 from Nigeria. Don't worry.
But you know, also in Nigeria is not the person does not know. You know, all those public universities that you go to, like, it's like no battlefield. But the person actually be very, very good. Like,
I know. Yeah.
Someone said, can I seek asylum?
Someone asked that on this place.
Yeah.
Hi, Ash from Ireland. That's one of my students we sent to Ireland. Did somebody ask this asylum question?
Yes, the person asked it.
Like, oh my God, is it Deji?
It's Deji. They asked Deji, please leave this place. Deji, I'm done with you. Leave this place.
Don't seek asylum. Okay, let me use this opportunity to say this. Don't seek asylum. It's something that will stick with. I know he's joking, but for the benefit of other people listening, let me say, don't seek asylum, because it's something that will be with you for life. Even though you eventually now become a PR or whatnot, you would always have that on your record that you came through that route. Especially because, you know, obviously, some people, majority of people that seek asylum from Nigeria, sometimes not really what they're saying that is the case, but just because they want to do it as an opportunity to leave the country, they now go and seek it. The process is also long. It's not straightforward. There's some things they won't tell you. They will just make it like it's all rosy. There are a lot of things they're not able to do. I don't want to say it's like there's a word I want to use, but I don't want to use it because I know this video will still go on somewhere else. But yeah, don't seek asylum as much as possible. It's better to go in the right way, for the right route. I heard some years ago that a student whose parents can afford it, she got admission. She already got her study permit. And then I heard that I don't know if maybe on the plane she spoke with someone who advised her to do asylum, and she did it. And and her parents can afford it. Why did she do it? I don't even know if she understands what she did. But it's not the best route to go in to a country, because it's if you can do it the right way, it's always better to do it the right way. It's always better. I'm saying it because I know we did from like 2017. From 2017 when that person won that election. Yeah. The number of people that move, especially Nigerians, that move to Canada on that asylum thing, that if people who are conversant with how this Canada processing is in the last 2-3 years, they will notice that from 2017 to now, it's gotten harder to get visas to Canada. And it's because the majority of the people seeking asylum from 2017 to now were Nigerians. Yeah. The statistics are on there. Like, it's Nigerians for the most ridiculous reason. And most of them came from the US.
Wow.
They crossed the border to do it. So that has made it much harder for Nigerians to get visas. It was very, like, the people who actually have the means and the ability. So I won't recommend anyone doing asylum. Just come in the right way. And if you don't have the way to come in the right way, there are other countries. That's why we have Ireland. Ireland is another country.
And are they gonna give me foreign residence in that place?
Yes, I have a student who got permanent residence last year in Ireland.
Okay.
We sent him some years ago. He got a great job, and now he's a permanent resident. And now he has brought his wife, his family. They're able to have their family there.
That's nice.
Yeah, so another option that we recommend when people don't have the requirements, which has oversight. When people don't have the requirements to come into Canada, to go to Ireland.
Oh, did you say he's asking on behalf of someone? Oh, yes, everybody was worried about you.
What did he say?
He said he was asking for someone.
Okay, he was helping to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He said, "Oh, thank you, baby. I see the message." The person shouldn't try it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Someone said, "What is the safest province in Canada? Also, what province is more job opportunity?" I feel all provinces they get job anyway.
Yeah, to be honest,
the
provinces, like Canada, in general, is a very safe country.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say like they don't have little issues. Yeah, they may have situations whereby there's one robbery or shootout, all those things, but you can't compare it to the US.
Yeah,
it's much safer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure Allah you've been here for like a few years now.
Yeah.
That counts any violent
thing I've actually had and everything
around you or the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very safe. So everywhere generally is safe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know maybe when you now get here and you mingle with community, you know the safe areas in each province. So for example, I know in let me say for example in Calgary, there's an area where it's safer than the other areas. So when you get to the country, to the province,
that you know
now when you make inquiries, you can know which area is safer than the other area, so that you don't find yourself in the wrong part. Going in Toronto too, they have, because I remember when I was much younger, when I came to school in Canada, you know, we were living in North York, and our schools were downtown. My brother and I, our schools were downtown Toronto, and we had to make that commute every day. Eventually, we moved out of the city and moved to was it Brampton or so, and it took like 3 hours a day, 2 hours. Anyways, when we were living in North York, which was much closer, you know, there's a route. You know, there's a route. I think I can't remember if it's Jane and Phil, one of those areas in North York that used to be very violent. And one day, I think I didn't go to school. I can't remember what the reason was, but there was a shootout. They shot the bus driver. It was like I think there was like an issue, and the person was just shooting sporadically, and he hit the bus driver and maybe one or two passengers. And that was a bus I would have taken if I went through. You know? So there's some areas that can be safe, and some areas that might not be. But when you get there, always try and let that be among the first few questions you ask when you get there.
So Kels Official, this boy has been asking this question back to back since I've seen you. He said, can the result be used for study permit? So he was the same person I was talking about, he doesn't have his transcript right now because of the COVID thing. So he said, can he use his results for, I think these results from school, can he use it for the study permit since they work for?
Which result now? Is it his transcript?
His transcript from school.
Transcript research.
Yeah, degree.
Yes, you can use it, but you need to. So what happened to the YA? In fact, you know, let's talk about this DM. What happened to the YA? I need to know where that YA is. I have a lot of students who don't want. I'm not saying this is Kel's situation or any other person. I know many people that tell us their WAEC, they don't have WAEC, they have NECO. Me, I know that you have to have done WAEC.
Well, like if it's not good, just bring it like if it's that they will have to change the program for you, do you get like you may not necessarily have to go for that program.
If it's like postgraduate level, they're not giving you admission based on the WAEC. But having the WAEC kind of shows I think sometimes it shows like your English level, you know, the courses you're in from when we're in secondary school to now in university.
So he has why can't he's talking about the biochemistry. It was not like biochemistry, I wanted the personal support worker. Yeah, but his biochemistry result, I think that's what he's talking about. Like he has not collected from school due to the whole COVID thing. So can he use his regular results instead of collecting like a transcript? Is that what you're saying, Kels?
Okay, is regular, does it mean like unofficial transcript?
Yeah, are you talking about your own official transcript, the one the school have not stamped? Is that what you're talking about? But before he replies, Auntie, someone said we should drop Abeswe contact. I said you guys are not replying DM. So it's like almost midnight.
I'm live.
She's live right now, so she can't reply DM. Do you get? So when you
if I try to reply DM, I think my close
everything. Yes, you can't reply DM right now.
Yeah, I'm live. That's why I can't.
So it's unofficial transcript. He said I got accepted and I want to apply for study permit. So yes. I think it's unofficial. Can he use his unofficial to apply for?
You can, and you can write you can submit it and include maybe in your study plan why you don't have the official one. That is because of the the coronavirus situation. People are working from home. Schools are not processing the
Oops.
But do you have a degree certificate?
I don't think he has collected from school.
Does he have his degree? Okay. Well, just include it in your letter why you don't have it, and I'm sure they will assess it case by case.
Yeah, because if you have your result, like a transcript from, so like maybe your result that shows that okay, this is it. I don't think it should be, but you guys are asking of study permit. Study permit, you're gonna collect study permit at the airport when you come out of the plane. Like study is visa, right? Is your visa that you're meant to be talking about? I think that what you're saying, your visa.
They mean the same thing. But it's true that you don't get the study permit until you get to Canada.
Yeah. They give you an airport.
Applying for both.
For both. Oh, okay. Okay. Someone said, so you are saying someone with BC with bachelor's lower credits gets it hard to get visa.
So someone with a 2-2.
Someone with a 2-2 from Nigeria. So so if I have a 2-2, what's the advice you're gonna give me? Will you advise I should go for a program that is not really hard, like something that's something's very, very simple, like for postgraduates, or something that will not.
For someone
with a 2-2, because at least there will be options for people like that. Like, okay, if you get to university, there will be other options you can go for.
To be honest, you may even get admission. But my point was that what we try to do is, if you have a 2-2, I would just recommend you go to Ireland.
Okay.
Because they have post-study work visa, an opportunity to stay back.
Okay.
Or UK, because they've recently approved that. Those are the two first ones. Or US, if But the reason why I say UK or Ireland, because they have that their visa success is a bit higher than Canada. Once you have everything together, the chances of getting visa is higher for those other two countries.
Okay. Someone said, please, can I get a postgraduate diploma with a CGPA of 3.2?
Is that on a 4.0 or a 5.0? And if it's not on a 4.0, can they convert it to 5.0? The point really is it a 2 or a 2? I think that's the easiest way to know.
They said Australia and call for what? What's that? Okay, what if you didn't do well in your English for your WAEC, but did well in English in your NECO? Is this an issue? So what kind of do well are you talking about? Are you talking about C5 or you're talking about F9? Which kind of do well are you talking about? Like, is it like bad or bad good, like average? So the guy said 5.0 and so he said 5.0. So like 2-1. It's like 2-1. So 3.7 is 2-1.
Somebody is saying Ireland is expensive. The fee is very painful, so it depends. For you to say it's expensive, it's possible you're looking at Dublin. And we have some schools at Dublin.
So like, what is the price? What's the cheapest for Ireland? Like, what's the cheapest that you think?
So, for example, we have schools that I know either. So we have some schools that these are like €1,000, €15,000, €15,000.
Mm-hmm.
If undergrad, we have some that are like €8,000, €8,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, scholars, it's in that range, or it can go up.
Okay.
But they could say that, living expenses like €10,000. It depends on what you think. €8,000.
Okay.
If it's probably €10,000.
Okay. Makes sense.
Right now, euros are flat.
Wow. So someone said, please, I've been wishing to do MBA in VIU, but I'm confused about the GPA conversion. Please, can you give me a clue about how international GPA is being converted? Please, I'm from Ghana. And said, please, can someone from Ghana enter into a Canadian MBA with a second class lower?
So we do work with a government parastatal in Ghana. We've successfully placed a couple of Ghanaian
students. Okay.
And they also give me the egg.
Okay. So WAEC is very important, guys. You guys look for your WAEC results.
Yeah, WAEC is important. So yeah, can assist the person. The person should
send them name, obviously the Ghana services, guys.
Yeah, because get into now, and I hope the person is affected. VIU increased for their VIU increased it
for their MBA. Oh God, Auntie, I think there's something about school in Canada. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you about the part the way, but when you enter the school, just know that you start paying more. I don't know why they just be. I don't know. They just be increasing it small. You never know. Every school.
Little by little. For example, the University of Alberta, what they did was part of their value proposition last year. But we always have them. They come to our country. So when they came to our office last year, they told us that for students who is sweetheart.
Very well. Let me see that.
Somebody is trying to So for University of Alberta, they say that when you go in, your pay when you go in is the same thing you pay till you graduate.
Okay.
They put increase again. That's what they're offering to them as part of the benefits of that.
Okay, so said possible for you to do a Canadian MBA with a second class lower. So send.
No, second class lower.
It's not 2-1.
They write it there that you can get admission. That you meet a requirement by having the second class lower.
Okay, you have to meet the requirements.
No. Okay, so let me say it again. So normally having a 2-2, the minimum requirement. Okay. I remember last year, one of our partner schools, they were taking 2-2s for the MBA, but from year before last year, people who want them, they may or may not even get the admission because we had the student in first class that got it.
That got the admission.
They gave them postgraduate program. That's the post-degree program to get into the MBA. Yeah. So
what's your take on MBA though? Like in general, I know you talked about the like it's not as if you're going for PhD program or something. Like what do you want to use it for? Like is it that you want to work?
That's MSc. That one is with regards to MSc. MSc is research based. PhD is taught and is mostly hands-on, like it has practicals and whatnot. So for MBA is a very good program, and most times if you do well, you can go into like managerial positions and whatnot, especially.
And so the experience is still very important. Like even if you do MBA, like you still have to have experience because of Canada. Like you can't just say you want to be a manager. You have to have like experience in the field. You have to have worked with 2 years.
Some MBAs they have some practicum whereby you go to the field and work.
Yep.
Yeah, so that would definitely count.
It will count, but it's just like a 4-month stuff.
Yeah. Some have 4 months.
Because the reason why I'm not practicing hospitality management now is because they said, if I want to become a manager in the hotel industry, I have to have like a 5 years experience. And funny enough, I don't want. Yeah, and I don't like the course again. Now I don't want to be serving about, like I don't want to do the course anymore. I'm not interested. So I think the only thing I can do is, what did you say?
Yeah, don't think you can do it.
The only thing I can do now is just like, oh, apply for a managerial position. But the question, like, do I want to be a manager? Do I want to be managing people's life? I just start thinking. I said, nah, man. Like, no, I don't want to do this.
With you, Nigeria? You're not the only person, Nigerian, in this Canada.
It's a lot.
That they are scared of doing managerial.
I think for me, I'm not scared though, but I just feel like it's just more work. Do you get? I feel it's more work, and again, I have to have like a 5-year experience for me to get to that stage. So I have to do the whole maybe housekeeping for years, or I have to do the whole regular job for years. And I don't like. I'm not interested in the job anymore. Like I'm not interested in the whole serving and all that anymore. It's not what I want to do anymore. Do you get? So the only best option is just manager. And I thought about like you have to have like a fixed schedule. You know, you have to go in the morning. You have to like you don't have like it's so much. You have to manage.
I think like. So did you try working in any of those fields for a while?
Yeah, I did. And you know, we did co-op, right? I did 4-year degree program. So each year we used to go for co-op, right? We go for 4 months co-op. So I did housekeeping. I did housekeeping. Then I did the restaurants in the school. Then I also did. I did customer representative. Yeah. So those are like what I did. Do you get? But I just felt like, and I was when I was working in the hotel, I figured out like most like 70% of people working in the hotel, they did not go to school to study hospitality management. Most of them did not even study the program. So my field is just a program whereby anybody can apply for it because each hotel are going to teach you based on their own experience. So you cannot do anything apart from what you get. So what's the point of going to school to study the program? So that's when I realized like no matter what program you study in Canada, if you are trying to use it to work, like your experience is very, very good. Like you need to have experience in the field.
They like it when you have practical
experience.
They want to know you've been able to work with other people.
And the theoretical aspect, yeah.
So for you, for example, your program, I believe the reason why, I believe the reason why they made you work in restaurants and all those other aspects you're talking about is because they want you to have the knowledge of it, so that by the time you get the managerial position, you already know what and what is
for everything.
Someone working below you in position.
It's actually a very good thing because we're taught like basically everything, the law aspect, accounting aspect, like they literally taught us everything. By the end of the day, the experience is very, very important. You can't just come out and say you want to become a manager because you finish the program. You pick a high school student that have like and funny enough, they will pick a high school student that have maybe like a 5 year or 7 years experience over you that you went to the school to study it.
We don't really have that culture of letting children go and work. It's always protective and sheltered. The driver take you there, or go to school, come back home, go to church, or go to mosque, or whatever it is. So, but here, right from 16, they already have like the side job. Maybe they're working at McDonald's, or they're working at, all these discounts, all these H&M, Forever 21, Aldo, they have jobs that they're already doing, which is counting as work experience. Yes. So for you, any little job you get, you just do it. That's what we tell all our students. Any job you get, just do it because it's counting.
The experience is really.
And then when you now have your degree, that would definitely set you apart. So the fact that you have relevant work experience plus the degree, it would improve your value to wherever you want to work. So already you're there, so you're working, keep as many jobs as you're getting, keep doing it, and to all pile up to, relevant work experience. Whoever you're talking about, like a high school student with 7 years or something, that person's work experience, is because they did different jobs. It's not because they have it.
No, it's not as if they were on the spot forever.
Yes, it's different things done.
Good. No, Allah. So someone said.
And again, because they taught you different aspects of the business, it may not necessarily just be like because you have a degree in hospitality management, you have to
go into the field.
Restaurant.
Because Monsu was asking me. Because Monsu was asking like, so now that you've got this, like, how do you want to use? Like, you're not working. I'm a social worker.
Social work is a very good.
And it's a very good. Like in my head, I'm like, why didn't I just do this course? Like, Rockstar, like what?
Social work is hot cake in Canada.
Big gun, though.
Are you telling me? Hot cake. In fact, with that one, you can even make money and still have your hospitality company
by its side. Yeah. So that was I tried thinking of, because I was asking, so you're not gonna eat this, like, then I was not explaining to her like, this is it, like this is what I want to do. But me going to a hotel industry, dropping my application and doing this whole thing all over again. I did housekeeping for 4 months, and I know I'm like, I can't go to school to study for it. Like, no, I'm not gonna do this. No. Like the money I paid is too much for me.
I think there's also some kind of personal fulfillment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so someone said, is chemical engineering a job for non-Canadian in Canada?
Yeah, it's possible. But it depends. How are you in Canada? Are you here on a work permit or study? So if you're here if you finish, you graduate, maybe you graduate chemical engineering as a graduate, you came to do masters and you want to work, you can get a job in it. It's just things like that, social work, because there's a lot involved. I'm doing background check, police check.
Yeah, I did police check, I did medicals, I had to write first aid, even if I did study program in school, I had to have first aid. The experience is very, very important, to work in the field a little bit.
Yeah, and then all that background check and whatnot, because social work is a sensitive field.
Yeah, very, very sensitive.
It's not anyone that can work in it. There are a lot of levels of, that they would have to do to be able to allow you work in that. But chemical engineering, as long as you have the necessary requirements. And it's also important to know that some of these engineering jobs, they have to work as an engineer in the province, there are some requirements, certifications. So if you fulfill that also,
that makes sense. Like, it's actually like a very, very good job opportunity. I actually have a lot of jobs opportunity, guys. So someone said, okay, I already explained that one. Someone said, I have NECO and a BC and a bachelor's in social work. So am I not eligible for a postgraduate diploma because I don't have work? And so wait, Nigeria's university actually do social work. Wow, I don't know.
That's good. I pray they take it seriously, because there's a lot of opportunity in Nigeria for that.
Yeah, because like I said,
they take it seriously that they're able to handle a lot of things in the country and regards to the population and people
and everything. So Ben said, I have NECO and I have a BC. I have a bachelor's in social work. Am I not eligible for postgraduate diploma? Some schools actually allows NECO, right? Some schools actually allow you to do like the postgraduate diploma in the program. So if your NECO results should be able to, like, Abianse, what do you think?
I was saying that from last year, a lot of schools stopped
accepting NECO.
A lot more one WAEC. Everyone take WAEC, but very few results. I think it's even more important at the level of a high school student, because that's the only result you have.
Yeah.
So important you have the WAEC, but for someone with BSc, maybe not. But I know specific universities were saying they will not take NECO
and everything. So I think that's all the questions we're gonna ask, guys. Oh, University of Nigeria do social work. Interesting. So the time is already 2 minutes again, so I just have to leave and I'm looking so I can answer the baby.
I have to attend to my children.
So thanks so much for coming on and tapping on Instagram. You guys, I already told you guys, you see a zero, maybe the circle thing on Apple, just press it, follow them on Instagram. I'm gonna still put their link down below. Okay. So you guys should just follow them and ask your questions and everything. And I'm gonna put this video on the IGTV, on Instagram as well. So in case you miss or you want your friend to check it out, just tell your friends to check it out as well. So you can continue go and ask that question, or the question you want to ask. Go and use them, okay? They're ladies. Because they will ask me again, are you sure they're ladies? They're like, I'm like, God, you guys stop this.
Check our profile. Here for over 13 years.
13 years? Wow. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's everything. Auntie, do you have something to say to them? Saying thank you, Ma. Saying thank you so much.
Thank you guys too. Thank you guys. I had fun. I enjoyed it. this has actually helped me because I believe that now whoever is sending me it already has most of the questions answered, and it's because they are ready to
apply.
Get admission and whatnot. This will help me. This will help me shortlist the people sending me here.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for the time. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you all. This was interesting.
Hey, all right, bye.
Bye.
That's finished. At Mario. Hey, this was hard. Can't I even trim the IGTV? Okay, next. We are done. Oh, I'll call her now. We are done. Oh, so my live on YouTube, I'm actually gonna be posting this stuff on YouTube right now. I'm gonna try and save it and not post it, dig it, so you guys can be able to like understand everything she spoke about and everything like that. So thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate you guys. Bye.